Good afternoon, everybody. Anthony Aniano here from RotoBaller Radio and rotoballer.com with your fantasy baseball waiver wire for week 21 of the fantasy baseball season. The week beginning Monday, August 14th. Now, before we begin, I want to remind everybody to head over to rotoballer.com and make sure you sign up for our premium pass, especially our NFL pass as you're getting ready for your fantasy football season while winding down your fantasy baseball season. Sign up for that premium pass. Use the promotional code ACES and save at checkout and take advantage of all the great content there in that premium pass, including our draft guide, our lineup optimizers, our team sync tools, and all the great tools and things, articles and features we have over at rotoballer.com. So take advantage of that. Like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel for great football and baseball videos. And download the app. It's free. 6 sports all rolled into one app. You get all your premium and free content right there in the app as well, so make sure you take advantage of that. And don't forget, as you're finishing your baseball season, as you're preparing for your fantasy football season, don't forget to check out our good friends at the FFPC, the home of season-long fantasy football. It's been 14 years since the FFPC filled their first league, and they've grown to be one of the world's largest league commissioners. Not a single FFPC league has ever folded, and leagues are forming right now. FFPC has plenty of great slow draft and live draft formats, including best ball drafts for as low as $35. Best of all, every RotoBaller listener and viewer will get $25 off their first FFPC contest. Go to rotoballer.com/FFPC to take advantage of this offer. Don't miss out on the FFPC experience, the home of season-long fantasy football. All right, folks. So as you're prepping for that football season, you still got to finish out that baseball season, hopefully going for a baseball championship. And if you are, it's time to take a look at the waiver wire, take a look at some pitchers who you could be able to add, help you down the stretch for that week 21, that week beginning Monday, August 14th. And my top ad, my premium ad, and it might be a reach. Some of you might think I'm crazy, but take a look at Seattle and Emerson Hancock, the rookie coming up from Double-A, the 2020 first-round pick of the Seattle Mariners, the team's number 3 ranked prospect, according to Fangraphs, got the promotion, got the start on Wednesday against the San Diego Padres, and I'll be honest, looked pretty good. Walks a little bit of concern. He went 5 innings, struck out 3, walked 3, gave up only 2 hits, though, and 1 earned run in that matchup against the Padres. Now, Emerson Hancock, which, by the way, a fantastic name, is only 12% rostered on Yahoo. And just a reminder, we use Yahoo roster percentages as our talking points. Try to keep it to players less than 50% rostered. And as a reminder, the waiver wire is for August 14th, runs Sunday the 13th. I'm recording this on Thursday, August 10th. So things may change, promotions, demotions, injuries, numbers can change, so forth and so on. So just be mindful of that by the time it gets edited and released on YouTube on Saturday morning. Now, back to Emerson Hancock. Like I said, team's 3rd overall prospect. Good, strong start against the Padres in his first start. Now, we look at his minor league numbers, and this is Double-A, a terrific strikeout rate. 107 strikeouts this year in 98 innings pitched. 9.83 Ks per 9 innings. Walk could be a little bit of concern. About 3.5 walks per 9 innings at the Double-A level, and you saw the 3 walks in his debut against the Padres. Now, his ERA was 4.32. That's gone down. His last 4 or 5 starts have been terrific at Double-A. That's what led to the promotion as the Mariners push towards a wild card spot, hopefully for them. His whip at Double-A was 1.23, and he was tough to hit with a 2.27 ERA. And you saw that difficulty to hit in that debut against the Padres, only allowing 2 hits and 1 runs in those 5 innings. The 3 walks, the bigger concern. Now, why do I really love him? Well, he's got a 2-start week as of this moment. He's scheduled for a potential 2-start week coming up. In his first one, Monday, August 14th, I'm all in on. I'm starting Emerson Hancock. I added him in a midweek waiver ad just the other day. Monday, August 14th, he faces the Kansas City Royals. I love that. Then it's a litmus test for Emerson Hancock. On Saturday, August 19th, he goes against the Houston Astros. I will use him, though, in that matchup against the Royals. If it's a weekly setting, are you willing to roll the dice? I am. against the Kansas City Royals. I do expect the strikeouts to be better than they were in his debut. My number 2 pitcher ad is Chasesilseth of the Los Angeles Angels. 27% rostered, a little more rostered than Hancock is. Hancock was sitting at about 12%. Silseth, over the last 2 weeks, 16 strikeouts in his last 12 innings with a 2.25 ERA. Okay? In his last 2 starts, July 31st against the Atlanta Braves. Now, this is what caught my eye. It was against the Braves. 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, 1 earned run. You do that against Atlanta this year, that's a check mark. That's got to get your attention. And then he follows it up on August 6th against the Seattle Mariners. 7 innings, season high, 12 strikeouts, and 2 earned runs. This is all filling in for Griffin Canning, who's been out with a calf injury. Now, here's the problem the Angels are going to have. Silseth is pitching terrific. Do they pull them from the rotation? I have a hard time believing that with a 2.25 ERA over his last 12 innings with 16 strikeouts. And now on the season, Silseth with 41 strikeouts in 36 1/3 innings. That's almost 10.2 strikeouts per 9, an ERA of 3.72, and an xFIP of 3.55. He's been very difficult to hit. No matter what role he's been in, his batting average against is only 207. Now, he's got 1 start next week, but before we get there, he does have a start Sunday, August 13th, against the Houston Astros. He throws another good game against Houston. I'm all in. I'm pushing some whatever fab I have left potentially. And then Sunday, August 20th, against the Tampa Bay Rays for the upcoming scoring week. At number 3, and this one was a surprise on his availability, but Gavin Williams of the Cleveland Guardians. I was shocked to see he was only 32% rostered. As you know, Yahoo less than 50%. I was surprised to see him at 32% rostered. Okay, over the last 14 days, 2 starts, 12 innings, 18 strikeouts. Okay, Houston, 5 innings pitched, 6 Ks, and then Toronto, 7 innings pitched, 12 Ks. And yet he's available in 68% of leagues. Seems silly low to me, and I didn't even think I'd be talking about him today until I saw that roster percentage. Over the last 14 days, in those 2 games, that leads to a 13.5% strikeout rate, an ERA of 1.5, and a WHIP of 0.83. On the season now, 49 strikeouts and 49 2/3, almost a strikeout per inning, with an ERA of 2.90. Now, the xFIP is high. It's 4.49, a little bit of a surprise there, to be honest with you. But the ERA is 2.9, and the strikeouts have been there, and the last 2 starts have been flat out dominant. Okay, he's Fangraph's overall 52nd ranked prospect coming into the season, and the Cleveland Guardians 4th ranked prospect. On the season, Gavin Williams' batting average against is a measly 209. Now, he starts Saturday, probably the day you're watching this, August 12th against the Tampa Bay Rays, and I don't even care really what happens there, because his next matchup for next scoring period, when I'll be adding him, is Friday, August 18th against the Detroit Tigers. Check it off. I'm all in against that Tiger offense. And number 4, this one came out of nowhere. Okay, Kansas City Royals new starter, Cole Ragans. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the name right. I could be botching it. To be honest with you, he's kind of come out of nowhere as a starter. Started the season with the Texas Rangers, pitching out of the bullpen. He's got 42 innings pitched on the season with 46 strikeouts. Almost 9.86 to be exact, Ks per 9 innings. His ERA on the season is 3.86. His xFIP is 4.03. His batting average against is 223 with a WHIP of 1.26. So it's all great stuff on the season. Now, he started the season with Texas, pitching in the bullpen. Comes to Kansas City. Since he's been with Kansas City, he's made 3 starts. Now, those 3 starts, let's go through them. July 15th against the Tampa Bay Rays. 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned. That was July 15th. Nice start against that Tampa offense. Pretty good, I'll take it. 5 innings, only 1 earned run. Strikeouts a little low, but you manage that, right? They don't start him again till August 2nd. In that start against the Mets, now I get it, it's the Mets. Okay, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, no earned runs. I watched that game, I went, Kid looks good. It's against the Mets, though. They're a shell of themselves at this point after the trade deadline. Alonso's hot, but what else is there, right? And then there was August 7th, 5 days later. 6 2/3, 11 strikeouts, 1 earned against the Boston Red Sox. Over the last 2 weeks, that's 12 2/3 innings, 19 Ks, 13.5 Ks per 9, and an ERA of 0.71, a whip of 1.03. Okay, he has been fantastic against the Mets and the Red Sox. Now, his next start is Saturday, the day this was released on YouTube. It's against the St. Louis Cardinals. Then he has a little bit of a tough matchup. I wouldn't have said that a month ago. Chicago Cubs offense, though, is hitting well Friday, August 18th against the Chicago Cubs. The problem with any Kansas City Royals starter, tough to get wins, as the Royals just flat out are not a very good team. But Cole Reagan's 23% rostered. And my fifth and final ad, the reliever to add, the closer to add if you're still hunting down saves, go to the White Sox, and Gregory Santos has taken over as the closer there for the Chicago White Sox. He's 18% rostered, makes him 82% available. Over the last 2 weeks, 6 strikeouts and 5 2/3 innings with an ERA of 3.18 and 2 saves over the last 2 weeks. It's not a great situation. White Sox not very good. Saves could be tough to come by. Throws 98, 99 miles per hour. Strikes out almost a batter per inning. 54 strikeouts and 54 on the third. Essentially a batter per inning. He's got an ERA of 2.65 and an xFIP of 3.16 on this season and 3 total saves. But he is in line. If you're hunting for just a few more saves down the stretch, Gregory Santos is the guy for the White Sox, it seems, down the stretch. So, to recap, my 5 pitcher ads for Week 21, the week beginning Monday, August 14th. Emerson Hancock, Seattle Mariners. Chasesilseth, Los Angeles Angels. Number 3, Gavin Williams, Cleveland Guardians. Number 4, Cole Reagan's Kansas City Royals. And the closer, the number 5 ad, Gregory Santos, Chicago White Sox. All right, everybody, make sure you like and subscribe right here to the RotoBaller YouTube channel. Head over to rotoballer.com, sign up with that premium pass right now, and take advantage of the deal using the promotional code ACES. Follow me on Twitter at @Aniano Fantasy, and we'll see you next time right here on RotoBaller Radio.